think everybody's just learned over this period of time that how important sports clubs and hubs are in the community, in terms of even when sport's not been there in the traditional way that we all know it, then clubs and hubs have really kind of stepped up and provided in a different way and supported kind of the priority needs in their community, whether it be food deliveries or telephone calls, check-in calls,
and understanding how the world will change now, and in terms of how we deliver sport and physical activity for the community, which is such an essential thing to help people come out of lockdown and any challenges that they had.
Yeah, I think if this had happened 50 years ago, it might have not been as I think it's hard now, but I do thank technology for the opportunity to still link quite easily with the clubs and the groups and the officers.
And I think keeping in touch with your own colleagues in your team is really important too, because everybody's different and everybody has ups and downs. And I think, again, having this kind of online way of chatting to people is really certainly been good for me.
It can be quite easy to fail, but there's obviously a lot of movement that you can bring it back around. So you're in a hub, the environment's different and it can change rapidly. There's a whole host of areas that could cause this. It's people, it's funding, it's events, it's planning and weather. Also communities change as well. Who's leading the hub, who they connecting with, community councils. But I think most importantly is try to influence a group of people, local people.
Some of the creativity that they've shown, and I know that's not just been Edinburgh. I've heard that from other officers. The linking up with clubs, in New York and in far off places, and all their online programme. That I know some of the clubs have said they've actually had more people engaging.
Yeah, I mean, I think creativity is a big one. I think having hubs be creative and be proactive is probably the biggest thing. And I think that other hubs have now seen the success of Sauchie, especially around the numbers they're hitting in terms of the community engagement. And I think the idea that we've now got 10 to 12 new volunteers just from engaging in activity to now lead on hubs, I think will be massive, because every hub's looking for more volunteers to kind of make things happen more often. So I think the learning that sport can go wider than the club network and through the community to those people on the ground who have no association with sport can make a difference, and those people want to be involved in making the community better.
People in hubs, like the volunteers, and obviously with support from ourselves, that if we can help empower our hubs to think that way, think who are they connected to and what resources can they tap into, then they can actually be quite successful.
The amount of people that have been out in green spaces, whether it's walking, cycling, picnics, camping with a family, and it's made me think of how important green health is, and as a hub officer, how our hubs can work in that space too, because we all know the challenges with indoor facilities and other challenges before COVID, that hopefully there'll be a wee bit of a culture change, and as hub officers we'll be able to support that.
If you look at the aims and objectives and mission statements of a lot of organisations who have nothing to do with sport, you can find a way of linking what you do to what they do.
Regardless of what your community makeup is, it's something that people will get behind if that common interest and shared goals, shared agenda is there. And it very much, I think, mirrors the flexibility that is in the Community Sport Hub project and model itself. It's totally adaptable.